Rooney, it's good to see you. How's it going this week?
Good week on the training pitch, obviously. Getting through sessions, two good sessions. The lads have been outstanding this week. We've put two tough sessions on for them and got loads of work into them about Saturday and how we're going to look going forward.
It was a great result last Saturday as well in the FA Cup at home to Atherton. You joined Nantwich Town at home in the next round. You must be looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, I'd be looking forward to it, but as we always say, we're always looking at the next game, which is Chorley on Saturday, and then after we've played there and hopefully took the business that we're going to do there, is then we can look forward to that. But my sole focus is on Chorley on Saturday.
Like you said, whilst it was a nice change of scenery in the Cup, it's back to the bread and butter routine of the league this week. Back at Chorley on Saturday, you've had two training sessions, like you said, to prepare for that, which I'm sure you've made full use of.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season we didn't have many training sessions, more recovery with Saturday, Tuesday games, so it's good to get these full weeks on the grass and get proper stuff into the lads. So we're really looking forward to it, to Saturday. As you say, it's back to our bread and butter, the league. So hopefully we can go out and put a good show on to get 3 points.
With that league fixture being sandwiched by two Emirates FA Cup games, does that mean you prepare any differently, or has it just been a case of more of the same?
No, just more of the same. Listen, just take game by game. I'm a big believer in that. Take it game by game, don't look too far ahead. So that's how we're working at the minute, is just looking at the next game in hand.
Of course, and they are one of the more formed sides in the league. It's currently sitting in fourth position. It's going to be another tough test, and although it's hard to read too much into the table at the minute, will it give you an indication at all of where you are placed in compared to those top teams at the moment?
I think so, yeah. I think Chorley are a team in this league who were always up there. I think last year they got beaten in the playoff final. So we know it's going to be a tough task, but I think every game at this level is going to be tough. But Chorley know this league pretty well. They've been in the National League a couple of years back. In the National League now they're always up there, they're always challenging, so we know what we're coming up against. We've watched a lot of their games, so we know what we're coming up against. The experienced team at the level, a lot of experienced players in there as well.
Having said that, we're only 4 points behind Chorley ourselves, just outside the playoffs. You must be encouraged by that as well.
Yeah, of course. I think it's early doors to be judging the league table just yet. I think in around Christmas, that's where you'll be looking at where we're at. But as I say, there's not loads in it right now in the league. Obviously, I think Fylde are doing really well at the minute. But other than that, I don't think there's loads in it positional-wise, points-wise. It's only small margins right now. I think we can start looking at the league table around Christmas time.
Of course, and just in terms of the squad going in Saturday, we saw the return of Ethan McLeod last week. Is there anything new to report in terms of fitness levels, or are we just as we were?
No, I think we've got people coming back, getting back fit now. So you're looking there now. We've been just about being filled on the bench. Now we're looking at maybe 3 or 4 who might be missing out the weekend, which is good for me, but also tough to pick what lads are going to be. Firstly, start the game. Secondly, who's going to be on the bench, who can come on and impact the game for me. And I think the lads need to know that as well. I'm seeing a little bit of a lift in training sessions now as well. So I think they're starting to sense that themselves. Because anyone who's doing well, as you've probably seen in the first couple of games of the season, they've come in and played.
Like you said, it was a good opportunity for some lads last weekend to get those minutes that they were needing. And they've obviously had that opportunity to prove their worth, and it's probably given you some food for thought, like you say, hasn't it?
No, definitely. You look, little Ethan come in the weekend. He's been with us since pre-season, but unfortunately got injury in the second game of pre-season. He's come on Saturday. I think he scored with his first touch. Listen, he's probably not right there yet to come and start games for us because he's been out for a few weeks, so we need to get his fitness up. But he's an exciting player, young player. So I'm looking forward to getting him back fit.
Brilliant. It's one of the shorter journeys that we'll make as an away game this season, which hopefully means as well that we'll be back by our magnificent and wonderful away support.
Yeah, I think. Well, I certainly know, and I think the 90% of the lads who were here last year know, and the new lads are probably seeing now what these fans are like and what they bring. Every game up to now they've been brilliant. They give us great backing, and away from home they've been outstanding as well. They've come in the numbers, and I'm sure with it being a close one as well, I'm sure there'll be a lot there as well.
Fantastic. Just lastly, the under-18s begin their FA Youth Cup campaign tomorrow night at home to Wythenshawe. I'm sure you're just hoping, firstly, that they'll get the right result, but also it's an opportunity for those lads to present themselves and showcase themselves as well along that pathway.
No, definitely. It's, you know, I was round on Tuesday after training round the BTEC lads and the international stuff and having a look. You know, we look at little Carlos this year. You know, he's come in and he started the game last week. He's come on the last couple of games. So, you know, if someone shows that they're capable of coming and joining the first team, then I'll be more than comfortable to bring them in with us.